Chairman Mao, Jamie Howe, Ho Chi Minh, Asif Din, Václav Havel, Graham Saville, No Surrender, Percy Fender, Guerilla Crickets.
Not many players have witnessed the growth of Bangladesh women as closely as Jahanara Alam. She's represented Bangladesh since they were first awarded ODI status in 2011. She has captained her country in a world tournament and was selected in the ICC's World T20 Team of 2018, having taken Bangladesh women's first ever T20 international fifer. Jahanara is currently starring for the Falcons in the FairBreak Invitational Tournament in Dubai. Jahanara Alam, a very, very warm welcome to you.
Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm extremely well. Thank you for asking. I suspect your weather in Dubai is rather better than my weather in London, although it's not too bad. Let me start by saying, of course, that you can watch the FairBreak Invitational live and exclusive on FreeSports in the UK, which is, of course, free to air. So, Jahanara, how's the FairBreak tournament going so far for you?
It's awesome. It's been awesome for me. I'm just doing good here. I'm so happy to be part of FairBreak Invitational Tournament, and I'm so happy, and I'm very proud to represent my country here in FairBreak, and thanks to FairBreak for inviting me to taking part of this tournament.
Well, we'll talk a little bit about that and what that means. Actually, that's one of the things I want to talk to you about. But I mean, where are you at the moment? You're sitting third, I think, 2 wins from 4, so reasonably okay in terms of the way things are going. Have you had much experience playing in Dubai before? And are the pitches quite challenging for a medium pacer?
I had once last time back in 2020. I came here for women's IPL. I mean, women's T20 challenge. So back in 2020, and I had a bit experience to play Sharjah, not in Dubai International Stadium. So it's new for me as the others. So it's really tough a bit for medium pacer because it is pure true wicket to bat on.
Well, let's say one wicket, I think, so far. Let's hope for some more today. I guess the Tornadoes, I think you're playing today. There are some terrific players there. Who are you particularly enjoying playing with? And then who are you particularly looking forward to or have enjoyed playing against?
Well, I'm enjoying the company of Susie Beers. Yeah, she's awesome skipper, along with very friendly and very helpful, a player to whom you can share your experience. You can gather lots of knowledge, as she has a big experience from her background. So she's very good. And Danny Watt, I should mention Danny Watt's name. There's Chamari Atapatu was there, so is here. So I love to play it with each and everyone, and I really love to become a Falcons family. And against, I would say, every team is a tough team if you go for competition. So if you if you play well, that is your day. So
well, and you've got Danny Wyatt in your team, so you of course will remember that you dismissed her in the World Cup. Do you take the opportunity to remind her of that now, your teammates?
We had a discussion about it, a bit gossip that I took her wicket, and she's doing well in this tournament, so I'm so happy for her that she can deliver what she really wanted to.
Good. Well, and also you playing in the tournament. I think for the Barmy Army, you have is it Rumana Ahmad? So I guess this gets onto one of the things we did want to sort of explore a little bit with you. With 2 players like yourselves from Bangladesh playing in the tournament, do you think this really does do something that helps to kind of inspire potential young up and coming players in Bangladesh to take up cricket?
Yes,
be interested
yes,
in
I
cricket?
do. Yeah, I do believe. Yeah, it's a huge thing for women's cricket back home in our country as well. That this is such kind of a big platform. This FairBreak Invitational platform I'm talking about, and 35 nations together were taking part of this tournament, and. So especially if I say about Falcons, we have got 13 nations together. So it's a huge opportunity to share your knowledge, exchange your knowledge, and gather your experience a lot. And I hope I can get some experience, some knowledge from here to back home, and I can share with my family. I mean, team family, Bangladesh team family, and they will be. Gained something from us, and yes, we are very happy and proud. Me and Rumana as well, and I hope that we have some quality players back home also. They can take part in future in this tournament. Yeah.
Who would be your tips then, up and coming in Bangladesh? Who should we be looking out for? Not necessarily in the team now, but in the future.
Yeah, in future there are so many. If I talk about Salma Khatun, Salma Khatun, Nigar Sultana Jyotish, Farjana Haq Pinky, Fahima Khatun, Nahida Akhtar. So there are so many international star, I would say, from Bangladesh who can take part of this tournament in future. Yeah.
Well,
and of course, Murshida Khatun, happy lefty batter. Yeah. So.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the FairBreak Invitational Tournament, how you personally became involved. I mean, reading about it and following it as I have been, its mission is a really interesting one.
Yeah.
Creating opportunities to progress gender equality on a global scale using cricket as a primary vehicle. And it's not just cricket. Cricket is the way to just inspire women and enable women across all kind of different walks of life. I mean, they talk about sport, health, business, media.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of quite a phenomenal thing. It's very exciting.
Yeah, true. It's really very exciting for me when I got the invitation from Miss Ellie Williams, and I thought, wow, what kind of this tournament is? And she said it's a kind of platform where gender equalation, and we are just looking forward it's a kind of women empowerment. We are working on. So so I thought, okay, it's a very big one for the women, especially, not only specific few countries, it's about all around the world. So this is the first time ever happened in FairBreak Invitational that 35 countries taking part of. So it's huge for women's cricket, not only women's cricket, but I would say for the all women around the world. Yeah, it's huge because if you involve 35 nations in one tournament, and you will get lots of players from here, and also their family, their relatives, and so many people involved. So it's huge, I feel.
Do you personally kind of feel a sense of, what's the right word, responsibility to inspire? Because you and I guess the other part of that question for me is are there particular challenges in Bangladesh that make it maybe even tougher to grow women's sport? Maybe take those two questions one at a time. What it means to you personally to be a role model. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I'm so happy to be a women's cricketer. I'm so proud of myself because I can represent my country, my Bangladesh, as a women's cricketer to the world. This is a huge thing for me. I'm so proud of it. And look, Bangladesh is a cricket crazy nation, and we got lots of support from Bangladesh Cricket Board and from the government as well. So and our government is a lady, woman. So we got lots of support from there, not for the women's cricket or the every sport. So
I wish ours was
in our seriously. And as we got lots of support from our board, from the government, and I felt like, I'm a free bird type of. There is no pressure, no problem, no struggling that much. But every people has a struggle on their back. So sometimes you do struggling and you have to go forward. There are so many barriers as well. So, but for me, I faced a little, not much, to reach this stage. And I feel like, I can say I'm a professional cricketer, being a woman. So it is huge for me. And I would say, people are thinking that, yes, I am a role model for someone following me, some girl following me, some women, not only some girl, women, some boy can follow me, that how I do, how I act, how I what I gonna do about my work and all. So what I'm doing for my society and for my life. So it can be you can take anything from anyone, any positive things. So people are looking at you all the time. So what I'm feeling, that I have to do well, I have to do something good for my country, for my nation, and for myself as well, that someone can follow me and take something good, something positive from me. So that's the thing I mean about role model. So I wanted to be a role model, and I feel like, yes, I am a bit for someone may be following me. Do
you think we're all, any cricket fans are delighted it's cricket, but do you think if it hadn't have been cricket, you'd have found something else that would have still given you that opportunity? The way you're talking, I sense you probably would.
Well, I cannot find right word right now. So if you give me a clue, then I can talk about.
I was just thinking. You talked about being a role model, and I was just thinking that it's cricket, and cricket is enabling you to do that, which is fantastic. But had cricket not been there, I suspect you may have found something else. That's what I.
Well, look, it's not about only cricket. Yes, you got that right. Yes, being a cricketer. What I am doing, people can follow me as a cricketer, and some women's cricketer can think that, yes, I'm a role model. They can pick something from me, some good and positive thoughts and things. But as a woman, I feel that I have to be, I have to make myself in that level that women can at least follow me and take some positive vibes, positive things from me, and they can apply in their life, and they can move forward. So I wanted to be someone like that, a hard worker, honest. There will be a dream. So to reaching that dream, you have to maintain your process, follow your process, and step by step you going to reach your dream. And definitely you have to do in that way, that you're not going to do any what would I say, I forgot that word.
Well, so, if you're talking
regrets,
about
it's the word regrets. So
following your dream, and you won't regret. I like that thought.
You won't regret. So with that, be a woman like that, that women can follow you. So in other way apart from cricket.
Well, let's go back to cricket. How and why did you very first get involved in cricket? What led you to the game?
In my career,
Mm.
you're talking about?
Yes,
Yeah,
well, you personally, when did you start playing and what led you to cricket?
well, it was like it was so funny for me because I came in my national team back in 2008. When I started playing cricket, I never knew that I gonna join cricket for full time as a professional cricketer. So yeah, it was so funny for me, and I got I got offered from one coach, and and he said, "Do you wanna play cricket?" I said, "Okay, I will try." And I just came into, and I tried, and after 1 year, I mean, I came into 2007, and after 1 year back in 2008, I came into national team, and from there I playing till today, my 15 years cricket career, 14 years for national team. So it is huge for me, but still I remember that, yeah, it was like funny story that I have faced. And I just when I played my first match against Hong Kong, it was unofficially back in 2008 in Mirpur Stadium, and there were 50 over match, and I got I just offered to bowl number 47 overs for the first time, and I got hat trick for the first time unofficially. So it was huge for me. My photo was came in our national paper in a big way, and I was the top of the day, and Roger Federer's photo was the flop of the day that day. So it was huge for me. My family was so happy, and they said, "Oh, that is great. You just do continue your cricket, no problem at all from our side."
Well, they say it's always important to make an entrance. I think it rather sounds like you did. Now, I heard as well, or I certainly read that your parents were very supportive, to the extent where didn't they sort of encourage you into cricket, even sort of allowing you to sort of put to one side a bit some of the sort of education things to ensure that your cricket was successful. Tell us a little bit about how that.
Well, look, in our country, SSC exam, that secondary exam class, I mean past 10, is very important for us. So that was the SSC exam, and I was selected for the national team for first time, and I asked my father that which one I should choose, and my father said, "You can give that exam 3 times. You have 3 chances to pass that exam, but you have you have got the first opportunity to represent your country. Go and play." Then I said, "Okay, it is huge for me, because lots of parents doesn't support their child to choose another thing instead of study." So yes, that's the first step from my parents that I got support from, and yes, that was the turn for my life, my cricket life, as I say. Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. Who would you say then has been the biggest influence on your career so far?
Well, my grandmom, my mother's mom. Yeah, because my parents are like average. Okay, what you want to do, you can do, no problem. But when I started playing, as at the age of 9, I started playing inter-school handball and volleyball. And back in 2004, for the first time, women's football was happened in our country, and I took only once part of that tournament, and I played football as well. So after that, at the age of 13, I got offered for playing cricket, and I said, okay. So I was so young to think about it. That time, I'm talking about that generation back in 14, 15 years back. So in this stage, at the age of 9 or 10 child, they can think a lot, think a broad way. But for my generation, I was so silly and I couldn't think a lot. So I started playing cricket, and my grandmom was so happy. My father said, you have to follow two things if you want to really play cricket. Don't ever do anything which is feel ashamed for me, for our family. And you have to come back home before, evening. So I said, okay, no problem. So my grandma was so supportive for me. And she said, sometimes for the practice, I came late home. And my grandmom just went from my home and stood on the road and take my hand and go back to home and said, she was with me. So yeah, that was the support. And my father was so flexible. But he just gave me two conditions. But that was so silly. But it was happened that time my grandma was supported me a lot. So she was so happy, and every time she said she used to say lots of positive things. Yeah.
Well, there you should tell Danny Wyatt that one. I got you out largely thanks to my grandma.
Yeah.
You can mention that to her. That's such a lovely story.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about perhaps your the real highlights, biggest thing so far in your career. Was it that 5-4 against Ireland? Was it the Asia Cup win against India? What would it be?
Well, before got the 5 wickets. Just one day back during training, I got hit my right elbow here by the ball. After finish my bowling, I just going to took my ball, and I just came back from to my run up, and the ball some batter hit it, and that ball goes directly here. And it was so hurt for me. I couldn't even bend my elbow and straight. So within one night, I took very care. I took care of myself very well, putting ice, took painkillers and all. And very next day, I had to play. I wanted to play. So I talked to my physio. I wanted to play. I'm okay. She said, okay, no problem. Go and play. So you said, you okay. Then very next day, I got 5 wickets. It was huge for me that I never thought I'm going to play. And I played. I took 5 wickets for the first times. And, lots of time I missed 5 wickets. I missed 4 wickets. There's so many catch misses, so many, it's happened. It can happen. So it was like goes beside my ear. And I took for the first time that day. It was really dream for me. I was so happy. And I feel that day that, yes, now I'm a bowler. I took 5 wickets.
Well, I don't think anyone would argue with that. So we have grandma and some blocks of ice now to thank for.
My grandma was passed away by that day. Yeah. So before that, so if she was there, she might be so happy. So happy.
I think she was.
Anyways, please everyone, please pray for her. And about Asia Cup, it was back in 2018. Everyone knows we beat India twice, and for the first time we beat India twice, and we beat Pakistan after 4 years on that tournament. So yeah, it was a very great opportunity for us. And about final match, I took 2 runs, that 2 winning runs from my bat it came, and I was so happy that yes, some responsibility was in my shoulder. And
it was the very last ball as well, wasn't it? The final ball of the final over. I mean, that's pretty dramatic.
Yeah, Harmanpreet was bowling, and I was on strike. And first ball, I faced first ever and need 2 runs. And yeah, Salma was the other strike, a non-strike end. And I said, okay, let's try. Inshallah, will be happen. So yeah, it happened by the grace of Almighty. It was luckily happened.
You beat Pakistan in the World Cup as well, didn't you? I mean, yes. Something must have really clicked that day against Pakistan, because it was quite a tough tournament.
I do believe. No, actually, I do believe that we played against Pakistan a lot of matches, comparing the other team. Like for the first time we ever faced Australia for 50 overs in this World Cup. I mean, last World Cup. So it was huge for us. We playing 14 years continuously in international cricket, but first time we faced Australia in this after 14 years. Can you imagine that? So we are playing with Pakistan lots of times. We know them very well. We are like equal. So on that particular day, who doing well, they're going to be win. So that the matter actually. So before World Cup, we played Pakistan, and we were like equal.
Mhm.
And in qualifier round, we beat them again. We played well, we beat them. If they would play well, maybe they won. So yeah, we play well and we won. And after that, in World Cup, we know each other. So as I mentioned that we played well and
Yeah,
we
yeah.
won. So if we had bit experience to play other team like South Africa not much, we played Australia, New Zealand, England even. So and we know India even, but we're not getting much opportunity to play with them. So now we are under ICC FTP. So we know the schedule. We are under calendar, so we're going to play lots of matches against each other. So now the party will be on that we're going to get lots of experience from that matches. And if we play 5 matches series even, we're gonna win 1 or 2 for sure, inshallah. So that is my confidence actually. So
Good.
if we get chance to play each other, then you can say you're improving, or you're gathering experiences, or you can fight fight for win. So yeah, that's the things mainly for me.
You'd mentioned Australia a couple of times. I mean, one of my last
Yeah.
questions for you was, and it is, I guess at the moment, what does it take to beat Australia? And how? And the answer is, if I knew that, I'm sure.
Look, Australia, everyone say mighty Australia. They're current champion. They're huge in women's cricket. They got lots of, many times trophy than the men's team in World Cup. So yeah, they are big team. So
Right.
yeah, if we beat them ever, that will be huge for women's cricket, for Bangladesh, for the next generation as well. We can set example for the next generation. They're not going to look back again. So yeah, it will be huge for us if we're going to beat them.
For England too, I think.
Yeah, any team for us. Even I'm not saying that there is a small team. No, there is no small team. Every team is a tough team, and not only Australia, England, New Zealand, South Africa, even West Indies. We were so close to West Indies. Just 140 we booked them, and we couldn't reach that subtotal. So it was really hard, painful for us. And even also India, Pakistan, whoever come to compete with us, we wanna beat everyone for set an example for the next generation. Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic to hear you say. So, I mean, you've got up next in the FairBreak Invitational, I think it's Stefani Taylor's Tornadoes. That's today, isn't it?
Yeah.
You feeling confident for that?
Yeah, I'm so comfortable because I have few experience. As I say that I'm playing 15 years, so it's really huge for me. I'm currently 29 years old, so I'm looking forward to play a lot, many years ahead. I have some years in my hand. As I'm saying that Suji Bet's playing at the age of 34. Jhulan Goswami at the age of 38 or 39 something. Mitali Raj playing. So lots of women's cricketer playing at the age of 35 to below 40. So why not me? Being
Absolutely.
a Bangladeshi cricketer, if I become a fit one, if I keep myself fit and perform, then why not me? So I'm really looking forward to play little further, and I'm so much comfortable to play here because I have been a part of women's IPL twice, and I had some experience as well to compete with the big players all around the world. So I'm quite happy and quite confident.
Well, I think women's cricket fans generally around the world will be very happy if you keep doing that and inspiring young people in Bangladesh. It's been an absolute delight to meet you, Jahanara. Good luck for today. Good luck for the tournament. And
thank you so much.
Thank you for what you're doing for Bangladesh cricket. A final message, of course, is that you can watch the FairBreak Invitational live and exclusive on FreeSports in the UK, and it is, of course, free to air. Jahanara, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Guerilla cricket. Revolutionary cricket commentary.